guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. Today is not a DIY or even a tutorial. I guess it is if it works out, but it's really just more of a story time and me trying to save plants. So I bought these two tea roses because I love roses and they were really cheap and super cute. And they were, I'm going to show them to you, they're pathetic now. They're dead, basically. Like 3 days ago, these were fully alive blooming roses, and I knew the containers were way too small for them, but I was like, oh, I'll transplant them, but I had to like find little pots for them and stuff, so it took a day. They were literally dead by the next day. I watered them, I put them in the sun, I woke up, and they were all just like, and now they're just, like, hear that? Yeah, did you see that all fall? Like, yeah. So they're dead. They're completely dried out. I have no idea why. I'm assuming the container is just way too small. And at this point, honestly, I probably can't save them, but I'm going to try to. I got these blue containers from the store. They're nice because the little plug at the bottom is like silicone and it pops out so they can drain, but then you can put it back in and come on. Now they're not gonna leak on the counter or anything, which is great. Normally I would want to decorate these. I actually had plans for kind of a gold copper theme for these, but I don't have time, obviously, because my poor little roses are dying. Like, they are absolutely dead. So, I mean, look at that. That was a beautiful rose 3-4 days ago, and now it's a dried rose. So yeah, basically I'm going to transplant these now and hopefully save them. And if it works, I'll show you an update in a week or so, but yeah, let's do it. First off, I'm going to go get dirt for these. You probably should use dirt from the store that's got like vitamins and stuff in it, but I don't have any and they're dead anyway, so I don't really feel like spending the money. I mean, they're not dead, but they're like, they're coating on the table. They are really, really close. So I'm just gonna get dirt from outside and put stuff in it to make it healthy for them. Okay, great. So I have filled my little pots full of dirt. While you're watching this, please bear in mind that I am not a gardener. I am not pretending to be a gardener. I know nothing about plants. That's basically why I have fake flowers all around my home. In fact, I have a video on some of my fake flowers and I'll link it. In the future, I'm actually planning on doing some floral videos with an actual florist who knows what they're doing. But that's not me and that's not happening right now, but I will walk you through my thought process. You can kind of see what I'm thinking. So I put dirt in these, right? And I'm gonna make a little hole in the center for my rose to basically plug in. And then I have this water, it's warm, and I have my vitamins, and what I'm gonna do is dissolve one of my vitamins in the water, and I have no idea, you can see it down there, whether or not this is a good plan, but they're healthy for me, so I'm thinking maybe it'll put some vitamins in the dirt. And then I'm gonna get the dirt really wet and I watered these this morning, but anyway, I think the problem with this is that the container is too small, so if I'm right, and they're still somewhat alive, hopefully the wet dirt outside of it with the vitamin water is going to attract the roots, and they're going to grow out into the new dirt with the vitamin in it and come alive and be happy. So that's the idea. Hopefully it works. This is not dissolving the way I thought it would, so I'm gonna stir that up real quick, and then yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I got my little vitamin down there and I'm just gonna mix. And this actually might be too much vitamin. Like, I don't know, like maybe I should just pour a little bit of this water in there and then dilute it with regular water. But also the snow just melted from outside. This is like super cloudy, by the way. We're gonna let that sit for a minute. The snow just melted outside, so I'm guessing the dirt is like pretty nutrientless, if that makes sense, because there aren't really any plants like dying and like giving their nutrients into the soil. And then there was all the snow and it melted, and I'm thinking the water like washed it all away. That could be totally wrong. That could be not how it works. Like I said, I know nothing about plants. That's the thought process. Okay, I think actually so far this is like so gross. Look at that. That's my vitamin. I eat those. Anyway, it's like brown and different colors coming through from the pink stuff. I'm thinking the pretty pink coating was more just like the actual shell and not any of the vitamin part of the vitamin. and I don't know if that's good for the plants or not. So what I'm going to do is rinse this water out and put it in brand new, fresh, clear water. And then the vitamin part of the vitamin that's showing beneath the pink shell can come through. So maybe right back with clear water. Okay, so I'm back with fresh clear water. I rinsed my vitamin off, I rinsed the coating off. Now it's like this gross sand color. I didn't realize that like vitamins did that, but apparently they do. So I'm just gonna plop that in there and stir it up, and hopefully this will dissolve a little bit better now. It's like not dissolving at all. I mean, the water's not hot, but it's warm. I also don't know much about vitamins. Like, it could just be because it's tightly packed, or it could just like meant to not dissolve all at once so that it doesn't like overload your system. But I also don't know if this is gonna kill the plants, but you know what? They're already dead. So really, what am I risking here? Oh, okay. It's starting to get smaller. Okay, we're just gonna start, and I'm going to leave the vitamin in there while I'm doing it. All right, so I'm gonna hold my dirt, and I'm going to spoon in my vitamin water. Oh, my dirt's shrinking a lot. I mean, I literally just like broke up loose dirt and put it in there, but it's like, whew, as soon as the water touches it. I don't know if you can see that, but like, look at that. I can just put it in the center, and then it'll make the hole that I want. Let me stir, and then pour some. This is gonna make a mess. Oh, it's making such a mess. This went all over my table. Look at that, it shrunk my dirt. Totally shrunk it down. Okay, that's like way too much. We're just gonna pour this in. Ooh, bubbling down. Okay. At least you know they're gonna be watered. Oh, and look at all the sand in the bottom of that. Gross. Can you see that through the glass? Gross. It's vitamin. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little hole with my spoon. It's too dark to see, but my spoon disappears, so you know there's a hole. And there's water at the bottom of the hole, so apparently I just dug a well. And that's okay. I'm gonna do it for the other one too. This one I feel like has, pour some of the sand water on the top there because I didn't like shrink all my dirt yet. That's like my new term, shrinking the dirt. All right, I'm gonna dig my well. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of room. I'm thinking actually that I don't have enough dirt in here, but that's okay. That's what we're gonna go with. That's what we have. I'm gonna start with yellow first. So they have these tiny little cups. The green cup isn't even the whole thing. Like, they've got smaller cups inside of the cups, which I didn't realize when I bought them. I mean, like, it's a tiny plant. Like, this is a really tiny plant, but it's way too big of a plant for this. I mean, look, it's got other little stalks that they already cut off. So I don't really know how to do this. I'm hoping if I just like pull, oh, it worked, it worked, it worked. Look at that. Okay, so there's my little cup. Nothing's left in it. Look at that poor little root system. Oh my goodness, it was so squished. Look at that. You can see all the little roots. No wonder it was dying. It was like gasping for dirt. It's a weird phrase, but so there's my hole, and look at those beautiful measurements right in. I'm so good. Okay. My spoon's already gross, so I'm just gonna push it down with that. And hopefully this is enough to like live. This is so bad. Look at that. That's so sad. I just transplanted a dead flower. It was alive. Like, they were beautiful and blooming, and I want them back. I love roses. I love tea roses. I'm growing some from seeds right now, and they're like 3 little stalks with like 6 little leaves, and I'm so excited about it. But I feel like I'm a long way away from getting flowers, and it's already been like 3 months, so maybe not 3 months, but close to it. So hopefully these come back to life because I want flowers, real flowers. I mean, I like my fake flowers too because they're always pretty and I don't have to worry about killing them, so they're low maintenance, and that's really nice. But it'd be nice to like have something that could die, but like I'm able to keep alive just for like my own validation. Ooh, that one seems really loose. I don't know if I want to pull on that. Oh, poor little baby. Okay. The dirt's not coming out of this one. Like, I think I'm just going to rip the stems out, which is not the goal. I don't want to rip those out away from their roots. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're just going to squeeze it more. Okay. Nope, not that one. I feel like I'm playing Jenga right now, just like, which one do I pull on? Ooh, this poor little one's going to be leafless when I'm done, which is probably better for it. But whatever, we'll try. Oh, there we go, yes. Ow, it's still got thorns even though it's small. And they hurt. And this one has a big root system too that's just smashed into oblivion. Oh, and I think I remember somewhere my grandmother saying I should like break up the roots or something. But that's just gonna kill them more. So basically we're just gonna put them in, and hopefully the roots can sort themselves out. So that one's in. It looks lovely. This is what we're going with. So this is, what, day 4 of owning these plants. They were beautiful when I bought them, and they started wilting day 2, and they are dry and shriveled by day 4 or 5, whatever this is. But now they're in there, and they look pretty good for dead plants, and hopefully they get better, and I'll check in a week. Okay, bye for now. Hey guys, so it's been a week and I wanted to give you an update on how the roses are doing. One is doing better than the other, and it might be a little bit early. I'm going to be claiming victory on this one because I think it worked. So this is the pink one. You can tell all of the crispy leaves for the most part have fallen off, so it looks a little bit naked. But these 2 stalks here are back to being a really bright green. This one I think is kind of dead, which is unfortunate because that was the one that was actually blooming. But look at this little leaf, like it's not crunchy anymore. That's like a leaf that came back to life as opposed to this one that's just crunchy and breaks off when you touch it. So I think this one might be dead. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. I haven't been watering it with anything other than regular water, and I've been keeping them in the sun. So, but I think these are coming back. You can see there's actually like a little, right there, right where my finger is. That's like a little bright green shoot of leaves, and then off the top there and there are 2 more little shoots. And then there's itsy bitsy little baby ones all over the stalk. So I think this one is going to come back. It's just not there yet. As opposed to the yellow one, which I thought was totally dead. So you can see this rose is still like completely dried out and shriveled. I don't think that one's coming back. But look at all of these brand new leaves. Look at that. Doot, doot, doot. And it's got some on here too. These are like brand new, fresh. I mean, we still got some of the crispy ones that I didn't break off all of the way. But these are all new growth and they're coming back. So I'm super excited. I actually like saved a plant instead of killing it. Well, 2 plants, because I think this one's coming back. So yeah, that's my update. I don't know, I might either just kind of post this now, or I might check in again in a week when they're like actually back to life, because this is like, I mean, I definitely think it's going to live, but I can see how if you're watching this video, you can be like, did you save it? Yeah, no. So maybe I'll check in again in another week when they're like bright and alive and I can prove that they're actually alive. Anyway, that is the 1 week update. I'll either post this or see you again next week for the second update. Bye. Okay guys, so this is the final check-in. You can see this pink one especially, well, on the back side it's still pretty sad, but this was the only leaf that had kind of lived. These are all brand new and they're soft and they're alive. This one might be a lost cause right there. This guy right here's got a couple new leaves coming up, and then also like a little tiny, right there, a little tiny bud. So it's coming back to life, which is nice. I don't think these flowers are going to be saved. They're definitely dried out, but I'm gonna leave them on there. And then the little yellow guys, some of the dead leaves are still on here, but they don't like readily break off, so I don't wanna like force them. But it's got a lot more leaves than the pink one, and it kind of always did. Similarly to the pink one, the flowers are really dry, but I'm leaving them on there anyway. But yeah, I think they're both gonna make a full recovery, so I'm super excited about that. I finally have plants that I didn't kill, so I'm like over the moon and super pumped. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.